Morning. As you can see behind me here, I'm building up a 300 TDI engine gearbox and transfer case on that frame I've had on my container for years and years and years. I thought I'd better get round to it, and I'm trying to clear out my containers of all parts and get this into a running unit, so if somebody wants it, well, there's one ready to go. But I was about to fit these slave cylinders, and I thought it's an ideal time to do a video because there is some confusion. There are two different types of push rods. In this engine here I fitted the long one. The long one fits with this cylinder here. Now I've got my torch in my flashlight here, and you can look in and you can see it's rather deep. The early one wasn't as deep, it was a bit more shallower. So there was two push rods, and you shouldn't really interchange them. I've got a note on my memory stick about these with some pictures. But just to be quick, they changed it from gearbox 56A 066908K, and then after that they changed it to a 99mm rod. Well, that's all well and good, but who knows what the hell the R380 gearboxes are today? They've changed them that many times that you'll lose track, because it's really for the bell housing and fork and things like this. It gets confusing, and to add more confusion, you look at these two cylinders and say, oh, one's gold, one's silver. Well, that doesn't mean anything, depends on what the manufacturers came from. And the manufacturers just put a stamp on here and a different one on here. This is a genuine AP one, but the numbers don't correspond to Land Rover numbers. Do you get it? Otherwise that would be really easy, wouldn't it? So what happens? Well, this is an old style. This is 9128 or 91.3. That means it's the old type. That must be fitted with the shallow piston, like this. If you fit it with the longer, deeper piston, you're going to have a hell of a job trying to bleed it through, and it just won't be right. It has the possibility of popping the piston out. I'm not sure, it's never happened. But if you get it the other way around and you use the longer rod, this is where problems start. Because if you use the longer rod with the shallower piston, as you're tightening this up, it will bottom the piston out in here and push the clutch in, sort of thing. It'll be easy to bleed out and things like that, but the problem is you'll push the clutch in ever so slightly, so the bearing's running all the time, and eventually that clutch will slip, maybe in a few months. What's the problem? What's the problem, Mike? How do you fix it? Well, you fix it by simply putting this on, the deeper one. Job done, it won't slip and it won't burn your bearing out. But how do we know? How do we know which is which when we've already got a gearbox in and the clutch fork and things like that? Well, I'm here to help you, because although I don't have a long rod, missus, I do have one of my clutch forks here, so we can measure it. So if we put this, get it wrong way around. If we put this into here with one of the old shitty clips, then we should be able to find out what the length is. I'll just get a little screwdriver and I'll push that down. These clips here, these plastic clips, are worse than bloody useless. All it is to hold the rod in, the push rod, whilst you're fitting your gearbox and things like this. This is the design I came up with, which is a lot better. It's a lot more firm, because sometimes when you pull the cylinder out, what will happen is that the rubber will clinch round here, and break those two little clips. Then you have a hell of a time trying to put it back on. But for now, we can measure this so that if you have a depth gauge, even though this says the end to end is 91.3, you can get your vernier on there and measure from the edge of that plastic to here. Now if it's broken off, this plastic clip's broken off, well, it's no big deal. So that would be 76.67. If it's any longer, then you've got the longer push rod. Alright, that's easy to work out, isn't it? But if you get them mixed up, bit of a problem. You're going to have problems. Like I say, you can't go off these part numbers, even though you get a genuine AP one. You can't. So on mine here, I have the longer push rod, which is 99.38, which goes with this deeper cylinder. I hope it is the deeper one. Yeah, that's the deeper one. So when we put the rubber on, thus, and bolt it on, everything's going to be fine. Don't forget, put the bleed screw pointing up. A lot of people put the bleed screw at the bottom thinking it'll gravity bleed. No, it doesn't. It gets a pocket of air in the top. Alright, you can't get rid of it. Turn it round, it'll bleed through really easy. But that's basically it. That's the difference. So if you remember those few measurements, you won't have a problem, because if you get the right combination, it's really good. But I came up with that idea for this because, like I say, sometimes when the rubber's old and it clinches around this shaft and you pull it out, that's what happens. It just comes undone, and then you have a hell of a job trying to push that back in. Do you need that clip? Hard to say, because once it's under hydraulic, how do you say, not tension, because there's never any full tension on the hydraulic system if it's set up right. The fluid will take up the space, but you have a problem that it could drop and it won't work. Bad idea. This little thing that I made here, and it's metal and it'll last a lifetime, and then just nip it down. Now there's plenty of wriggle room on there. Don't do the nut up too tight. You just want it to move around. You see, it's got a good articulation on there. But no matter what you do with this, it will not pull out. So that's a good thing. Whereas, like I say, with these, as soon as you look at the old ones in plastic, they just break. That's why I did away with them, because it was a pain in the ass. So there you go. Now, for some reason, whilst I'm on at this, you know that I put the nylon bush in here to stop this wearing out in a little housing. These never wear out. This piece here never wears out. Even if it's bone dry, it never wears out. This, as soon as you look at it, it wears out. Right, that's enough of the clutch box. I'm going to go and get some breakfast. Hope you like that, and we'll see you later.